today we are going to be focusing on how to ski in fresh powder, granular stuff, just kind of clumpy powder. Something that's going to be common in West Coast skiing later in the year. So when we are skiing this kind of chopped, powdery, granular surface, it's important to take it slow. And you want to lean back a little bit more than you would on other days. And it's important to have your boots really tight on these days, because all this snow is really going to try to move around your skis. And if you have loose boots, your skis might be flying all over the place. So you kind of just want to treat it like a normal run, like you would on any other condition. However, you're going to experience going a little bit slower. It's going to try to pull you back a little bit. There's going to be more friction. So if you're going real fast and you hit some powder, you're going to kind of lean forward. You're going to kind of fall forward a little bit. Because you're going fast, you're hitting that powder, you're gonna kind of fall forward a little bit. You're getting jerked. Like, imagine you're in a car and you suddenly hit the brakes. So you don't want to go too fast, because it's easy to get out of control in this powder. This is a fun run. I'm guessing it's closed today. Might be open over here. It's not. So it's just leaning back a little bit more. You don't want to use your edges, because that can easily get you to catch an edge. Ooh, so like right there, I was going a little bit fast. When I hit that clump of powder, I kind of fell forward a little bit. So, just kind of take it easy. Don't try to get too speedy. And again, lean back a lot more than you would on a groomed run. The weight should be around on the arch to the heel of your foot a little bit. Because if you lean forward, you're going to try to use your edges, you're going to try to carve, and that just doesn't work in this powdery conditions. Carving just doesn't work. You want to try to float, kind of lean a little bit. You want to be more fluid. Okay, so we're going for run number 2. And again, you just want to, lean back, take it slow, and let the snow do what it wants to do. Just kind of be relaxed. A lot of people will get scared and this kind of stuff, even though on social media, powder is highly, talked about, being like the best thing ever. It can be challenging to ski, Of course, like groomed flat skiing, anyone can ski that. Not everyone can ski this kind of terrain. Proper materials, like proper gear, like these kind of wider, all mountain to terrain skis. I'm mountain to powder skis around 96s to like 110s can be suitable for this weather. And even though I'm saying, don't try to go too fast, you shouldn't. But if you are, lean back as much as possible. And I'm going to keep on stressing about that because that's such a huge thing that, you know, people get scared and sometimes they try to lean forward and they try to carve, because if people have never skied this before, they don't know what they're doing. And people get in situations where they don't know what they're doing, they kind of resort to what they usually do. And doing what you usually do in this, you know, terrain is going to make it even worse, even harder for you. It's just not going to help you. It's going to make you catch an edge and hurt yourself, or not. You're not going to hurt yourself in this weather, but you're going to fall. If you try carving, you're going to fall. You're just going to have to lean back and float on the snow. Just try to lean a little bit. Don't try to use your ankles to dig into the snow. You don't really even have to turn that much, you know? Just try to let the snow move you. And if you're gonna turn, just lean. Don't try to use your ankles. Just kind of lean your body. I'm just leaning my body. And I know that's what you do when you're carving anyways. You lean your body. But there you use your ankles. Here, keep your feet just on the ground, like you're laying back, sitting in a rocking chair. Just all relaxed. This is the weather where you can really be relaxed and you don't have to do much. You can try to keep your speed under control, but don't do that by trying to hockey stop. That's really what's gonna make you catch an edge, is hockey stopping. Don't do that. Just, if you want to slow down, turn gently across the whole face of the hill. You know, if there's people behind you, obviously don't do that. Don't cut people off, but don't try to, you know, do what you normally do. You gotta adapt. And you also get all this nice scenery, you know? Get all this cool scenery. Moguls become a little bit trickier because it's almost like a double mogul, because usually powder fills up in between the moguls, and that's the stuff that you have to avoid. And usually with moguls you have to carve, so when I'm stressing don't carve at all, it can be a little bit counterintuitive. But honestly, it's mostly just about relaxing more than anything. Now you're gonna move on to a little bit easier terrain, just because I think there might be some better powder over there. Honestly, today isn't about doing any hard runs. Like, I don't really feel like doing any double blacks today, because, you know, this is where all the powder is going to be, in this kind of bowl area. And, you know, you don't get too many days of this. You know, you can ski groomed double blacks, rough double blacks any day, where you can challenge yourself. The day to just take it easy and some powder. This isn't something you get very often, at this resort at least, especially this early into the year. This resort usually tends to get a lot later winters. They usually start getting their snow around late January, early February, with early to mid-March being probably the best time of the year. So for it being within the first couple days of January, getting some snow like this is something that I gotta cherish. So today we're gonna be just taking it easy, skiing some blues, greens, and just taking in all this powder. when you have these big fields of powder, it's important that you get a little bit of speed going into them, because it's really easy to just get stuck because of how much these things slow you down. So, and you can just see I'm leaning back so much here. You know, I'm leaning back as much as I can, because the second that my toes go under the snow is where it's going to be way more common for my skis to catch an edge. And no one really wants to fall in powder like that, get snow all in your jacket, get cold, and then you lose all your speed, and you have to hike out of those big powder clusters, which isn't what everyone wants. You know, I'm more about skiing in the powder, not falling and hiking in the powder. Like here, I'm not going to ski right into that because I'm not moving too fast, and I will get stuck. Maybe down here, just because I appreciate my audience, I'm going to do it. Nope, I'm not. I'm already losing some speed. But, you know, on days like these, when you feel like you're a little bit out of control, just trust the snow, trust your skis. This is just a nice, relaxing day. Because if you try to control what you're gonna do, if you're trying to force your skis to go a certain way when they obviously don't want to, that's when you're gonna fall. So, you know, I can't stress it enough. Just kind of relax. Don't get scared of this. Just trust that your skis were made for this. I'm gonna go in here. I've never gone in here before. Oof. There's a lot of powder in here. This is nice. Just gonna go over here, slow myself down, and just having a nice, chill, relaxing day. Now, we're gonna go on a bit of an easier trail. We're gonna go down the same trail, but we're gonna go down to a different lift, because I think they're gonna have a lot of snow, you know? I don't care what people are saying. I don't care how easy the runs I'm doing are. I'm only here for the snow today. Catwalks like this can actually be really dangerous when it's packed, because there's so many people. If one person stops, the whole trail behind us can get hurt. So it's really important to be aware of your surroundings and really stay in control on these really narrow catwalks. Right there. If that guy stops too hard, I could be dead. Because again, especially in the snow, hockey stopping is not an option. So if someone stops right in front of you, you just gotta turn and keep it up now. You just gotta You just gotta not hit them without hockey stopping. You gotta find a way. Okay guys, the snow is actually not as good as I thought over on the other side. So we're heading back over here, hoping to get some nice tracks. They might be run out by now, but just hoping to get something. Then I think I'm gonna take some Lift 14 up Gold Hill, ski all the way back into town, grab a bite to eat, then just head back over here, because right now this looks really nice and I want to take it easy for today, not really trying to, you know, tear anything up. I've done it enough for the 2 weeks I've been here. Just want a nice relaxing, you know, little run around. The slopes shouldn't be as crowded today because of, you know, winter break ending. A lot of people are leaving. Also, tomorrow's Monday and public schools go back to school. So there should not be like many locals tomorrow. Back over here. I don't know why I do this little thing. I really don't like it. I always end up doing things I don't like. You know? It is busy today. Well, let's hope we get to the top of the lift soon. We made it to the top of 14, and we're gonna ski all the way down the mountain because I'm hungry, dude. A little bit hungry, but it's too. Visibility is mid today. It's good in certain spots, really cloudy in others. So we're just gonna take it slow and, you know, relax on this powder. A little bit crowded on the catwalk today. It's okay. It should clear up soon. Still fun run. not looking forward to going back to Canada. I heard it's freezing out there. But, I've been here for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks now. So it's chill. It's a really fun run. And there. I'm too hungry to get rid of it. This run's one of my favorites. It's so soft in there. And the trees, it's a fun run, dude, but it takes a hot minute to get down. And I am so hungry that I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna zoom down, see forever. I'm just gonna zoom down here as fast as I can. And it's a little bit bumpy because it's like 12 by now, so most of these tracks are already run through, so moguls are starting to form, but honestly they're soft, so it's chill. Do that later. That one's a little bit harder. It's really narrow. A lot of trees. But it's a lot of nice snow. A little bit crowded. Honestly, it's chill. Just gotta go around them. That's a fun little easy run that I just spam sometimes. But there's a lot of like short runs that you can just like spam over and over. Like where I was before, Prospect, with all that snow. Some days I just stay on that the whole day. Honestly, I think that's pretty much what I've done today. I've only really left it once. Kind of weaving through the people in the moguls. Not going too fast today, just chilling. Now we're just gonna try to take it easy today. And just going down this groomer. I am starving. Oof. They have a lot of good food here, so looking forward to that. Look at this lineup, guys. Lucky I don't have to do this. Okay, we're at the top, and seems like there's a decent amount of powder left, a decent amount of snow, but still definitely not as much as this morning. Ooh. Okay, it might have been icier. A little nicer than I thought here. Okay, it's like fine, but definitely not as much as this morning for sure. I think I know a spot where we can still get some POW though, because this is nice, but like I still want more, you know? It's like once you get a taste, you want the whole thing. You can't put it down. So I'll go over to this little out of the way spot. Whew. It's really pretty in here. I'm just gonna take a sec just to look at these trees. It's like you're in a Christmas card. You know those Christmas cards where it's all those snowy trees? It's like you're actually in there, you know? Okay, it looks like there's still some powder in here, because not many people got up here. The first time I did, which was like 2-3 hours ago, I had no idea where I was. And I was just happy that it took me to like a known run. The only thing is, there's kind of almost too much powder to where it's so hard to frickin' maneuver in here. You almost just kind of have to straight line and hope for the best. But we're gonna be better than that, you know? We're gonna take our time and maneuver this nuts powder Mowgli. Whew. There's like no one here. It's like a little secluded run. You can get, I've done this already today, like this main run, and this just kind of loops into it. Ooh. 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 A little bit of rough patches there, but all good. I hate that squeaking noise. So I think I'm just gonna spam that for the rest of the day, honestly. Actually, no, because the top was icy. I'm gonna go into the greens, into the trees, because there's like pretty much always powder there, always. Yeah, so I'm gonna go rip some greens up, because why not, you know? I think I've only done this green run like once, maybe twice, honestly. I can't remember all the runs that I do. That's why I have Slopes. Slopes, please sponsor me. Big jump. Ooh. 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 It's always a fun run to do. You guys got some nice tiny jumps, some side hits. And you know, all this powder turns into moguls where you can just send some speed off, which is always fun. Ooh. I'm gonna try to send a big... I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna try to send a big one off of this thing here. Nah, I bailed out. I'm always scared to go off of that one because I hurt myself pretty bad doing it before. This one I can do. Just savoring all these clumps. A little bit chilly out, but honestly, that's pretty much a good thing because it gets really cold here at night. So if it's too warm during the day, melts all the snow. Then at night, everything freezes. Or if it's cold 24/7, it doesn't freeze, it just kind of stays the same. I'm gonna lose all of my speed here, and I'm probably gonna have to hike out, but oh, there's like no powder. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. It was worth it. It's so soft, dude. I need different boots, man. My boots are way too big on me. My feet are like so loose. And people just say like, "Oh man, just tighten the boots. Just tighten the boots." Well, there's a max, you know. Like I'm not at the max, but I literally can't tighten. Like even without my foot in the boot, I can't get it to the max. I don't know why it won't let me put it at the max. It can't. It doesn't reach that far. But there's a big jump. I'm not gonna send it all the way, but there's a big rock there, and if you jump with it, boy, can you fly on that, dude. I did it once. I almost like broke my back. I landed it, but I just folded in half. I like smacked my, like I can't touch my toes. Well, I can, but like it made me touch my toes pretty well. Whew. I think I'm gonna do that for like a while because that was really nice.